Good morning, welcome back. Apologies about this morning, guys. Moved all my stuff around and forgot I needed an Ethernet cable long enough. What a sausage I am. So it wouldn't work without it. How are we all? Are we having a good day? Let's have a little look at what Nasdaq's been doing while I've been out. It's a quiet little office. No zoo. No zoo. Keep looking that way, my camera's normally there. Yep, zoo is gone. He is off in sunny France. I'm not sure how sunny it is at the minute, but morning, Aaron. How you doing, buddy? You okay? Right then. So let's have a look at where we are. Only winning days this month. Well done, Aaron. Well done. That's what we like to see. First of all as well, guys, big shout out to Johnny. I think it's Johnny. Let me check before I get this wrong. Yeah, Johnny, 2506. Big shout out to Johnny getting his first payout with Lucid this year in the Discord. Outstanding work, buddy. Well done. It's all about the payouts. Right then, so let's have a little gander where we are. So right now, let's look at our alpha zones first and foremost. We've had our Q open here. And we've gone bullish from the Q. Not broke the bottom of that. Yesterday's Q here. We're bullish on our 4 hour. We're bullish on our hourly. And against the previous hour. And we have been bullish 1, 2, 3, fourth hour of bullishness after a little bit of sideways, but all the way up here. So we're bullish on our daily. We do have a gap on the Q, quite a large gap on the Q to the downside. So it'll be interesting to see whether it wants to come and take that in New York. So often we can see the case. Who have we got with us today? Drop your comments in the chat. Don't forget to give us a like. And if you're not subscribing, why not? Right, so we've been buy signal after buy signal since we went above. Let's have a little look. Yeah, so we opened sideways. Let's have a little look at overnight. So bearish, sideways. You could have swiped one out of that, but I'd be very careful when it's sideways like that. Open below, no bearish signals. And then we've opened above, clean space between, simplified rules. However, traffic lights have not changed yet. We're bullish, we're bullish. And then our traffic lights join in line. It's a wonderful trade. In fairness, that itself, wow, it's a great trade. Probably going to get burned on this one. Yeah, to be fair though, when it keeps failing to take these, I'd be going BA. But if you're playing it out, it's a loss. If you're sticking hard and fast to any level of mechanical rules, but obviously we're not mechanical here. Open below, bearish hour, that little pullback, keeping us out of what would have been a loss, which is great. Bit of sideways action, and then we open above. Another winning bullish trade. And that pretty much, if it hasn't already, it's about 90% of the way there, so you're either BE or you're taking a win there. Opened above. Easy 1.5R. It's been pretty. It's been pretty. And that one we're still waiting on. We don't know yet. If we're keeping our stop loss, I suppose that's our pullback though. Yeah, I'd say you're probably going in here. So that probably is a loss. But that's just subjective really. Your previous, in fact, sorry, apologies. That's not your pullback. Your pullback's here. There's your break candle. Didn't see the break. So is it still in? Well, it's still in. We'll see. Hit 0.5. But we do not know yet. So it's been an interesting morning. Other than the fact that I had to go all the way back to the hardware store and go and get a bloody Ethernet cable. And left Streamlabs running, so I don't know what that's going to do to me stream. Hopefully nothing. So what we're looking for, we have had a bullish alpha zone, however, not ideal. It does open without any clean daylight between the two. So above our Q. Let's just flip off our alpha zones 1 minute. Let's just have a little look. We got our liquidity on. Yeah, liquidity's on. There's not a lot of liquidity below. There's not a lot of liquidity at all. There's your low. Q gap. Overnight. We have had a lot of bullish signals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plenty of money, guys. Plenty of money. Morning, Amrit. How you doing, buddy? Is it not your bedtime yet? So what are we waiting for? Our alpha zones, let's just pop them back on. It is still bullish. We've been bullish all the way, our traffic lights are, so it gives me confidence of that. If this is matches up as well. We haven't had much of a, we're on a bit of a pullback here, but let's see what big money says. Don't forget you can get your big money indicator free. Link is in the description. Big money indicator looks complicated. It's really fucking easy. So we just pop it on, and all we do with big money is we just mark highs and lows, nice and easy. There's a low. There's a high. Gives us a big money zone. It's a buyer's zone. Do the full suite. Getting a lot of internal movement here. What setting are we on? We're on a 2. Let's mark it on. Big money buyers. Let's have a look at our 5 minute. So full 5 minute sweep. Let's mark on the 5 minute. Okay, so we're tapping into our big money zone. Right, so this sweep gave us a similar area as to this sweep, so it gives you confidence that this area here is a place where institutional money could be looking to get fair value. So if we get a push rejection out of here and a break back up, that could be tasty. Where's my bin? Still tapping into that zone. Yeah, moved around, new setup. Obviously because I'm on my own, so new setup, bit of a bit more space. Plonked in the corner. It's easier when we often share screens, but don't need to share a screen now, so I may as well just take up all the space. So yeah, it's not too bad. It does the job. Zoo will join some of the lives, but it'll be a couple of weeks yet. He's a busy bee. Pepsi on show. Other cola-based beverages are available. Right, so there we go. Let's tap, 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 and then a reverse. we've stayed bullish that whole time. Let's have a look. Where is my... Right then. See if we get a break upwards. So our current hourly high, which we failed to take. It's a note of caution. Nothing more bearish than a failed high. Are we going to get a break up? Doesn't look like it. The fact that it failed here is an alarm bell for me. Big push up there, fails to take that high, and then comes back, taps into the big money zone. Might just not be done. Our traffic lights are all green though. A lot less weird noises. A lot less weird noises. Okay, I'm gonna have some of that. So we've got green traffic lights, our 1 hour alpha zone is bullish, we've tapped into a big money zone, we've had a break candle up. I'm probably chasing because I'm late on, but hey ho. And an instant breakdown. to see. Nope, there's ever none of this. Well then. Should have listened, shouldn't I? Well, that is a loss for me. Big money did not play out on that one for me. Should have listened to my failed high theory, shouldn't I? Let's have a look at our big money zones. Yeah, so it's held that. Oh, it's tapped in here again. Funkin'. Should probably change this to a 2 if we're going to go so finite. So we're still holding this big money zone. Just tapped into the hour. I'm only going to take one big money trade. If I take another trade, it's going to be a buy signal. That being the case, let's have a little look at volume. There we go. What a sausage. So it's going to be a bullish hour. Statistically, we're still likely to put the high in, but it did fail to take the high the previous hour, so. Yeah, so I'm not going to be looking for long now. It's not playing the long game here. So we're going to break into that. We're going to disrespect that big money zone and break into our 1 hour. Let's see. Or break through our 1 hour. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a deeper retracement. See if it can get through the queues. See if we can get some bearish volume and push through. This is not what I wanted to be in. Let's see what the 11 o'clock candle's like. I've got no interest in trading in this part here. Here's what I wanted to trade. Stupid cable. Mira, how are you doing? Welcome. You trading Nasdaq as well? So we're getting another rejection out of our big money zone. Let's clean this up. Excellent. Well, welcome, Mira. Welcome to the stream. I got one loss up to now. I was taking a bit of a punt because I'm late on the stream, which is a bit silly of me. But hey ho, we're done. Let's see what we do. We've got our big money buyers zone here. We're rejecting out of again. We've got our new hour now. So our new hour. New 4 hour. Okay, so new 4 hours opened bullish, new hours opened bullish. That's positive. See if we can get a push up, get some conviction in direction. We get a buy signal up here. I'd be interested. I really would like to take the high of the previous hour because we have failed to take that. Well, don't forget to subscribe, Mira, and give us a like on the channel. Where are you watching from? So we are getting a bullish golden candle. So a little look at our levels. So we've got London high. As that time frame is finished. Previous hour high, and then we've got some liquidity above. And below. I just don't think it fancies bullish, if I'm being very honest. This is a perfect example of not wanting to. Feels like that this was the move. And that we're going to get a deeper retracement now. But you never know. We're all guessing. Educated guessing. So it's failed to break above our 1 hour alpha zone, and now we're putting in a new low, even though it's early in the hour. Still holding this as it stands, this big money buyer zone. We did open above with some clear space between. But we don't want to be taking sells into our current Q zone. Not unless you've got a death wish. Come below our hour. See if we can take this. If we can take this low this hour, then that would give us a little bit more conviction. Right, is a push down, see if we can get into the queue. Excuse me, put this in here. So our new 4 hour alpha zone is above the previous 4 hour. The hourly is above as well. So we are bullish. Our traffic lights are green. However, as you'll see, we've just had a flicker. And you see that on the stream. So make sure you can see that. Yeah, right at the bottom. Right at the bottom here. You see our traffic light has just started to go orange. No trades for you yet this week? Well, we have had a weird one. Day after a bank holiday is always a bit dodgy. I don't like trading in the morning, day after bank holiday. That's why I left it yesterday. And the bank holidays are just a no-no. So let's see, is this going to be our low for the hour? Or are we going to get a push through? What do we think? Drop your comments in the chat. I hate trading next to Q zones. I hate it. This place a little bit. Right then. Tap into our Q zone. So we can break through today's Q, I'd be happy. Yeah, so our traffic lights have gone red at the top. Bottom one's orange, gives an indication. Coming through to our Q. See if we can break the low of the previous hour and get through here. Then I would consider. Come on. Get a push through the Q. Says the low of the previous hour gone. It's going to come down, take this liquidity. Yeah, only shorts for you under this one. Yeah, I get it. With your one iron, you're going under the other Q as well, which I totally understand. See if we can get close below that Q. Okie dokie. So we broke the current queue. See if it wants to come and take yesterday's as well, or is it going to hold up? Last thing we need is being wedged in between two queues. Feels like it's got a bit more to go in this yet. The push down anyway. So if we have a look at big money, putting our full sweep, which would be here to here. We're still breaking through that. So broke through, tap back into the queue. As we did mention at the start of this, we have had quite a gap on the queue, so the queue closes roughly around here, and then we've opened all the way up here. So that will be a draw if it starts to fill that gap. Usually with a queue gap fill, once it starts, it will just make its way down. You don't often get it filling part of it, then going taking highs. It usually fills it all, but we'll see. That was a sell on M&Q, was it? Let's have a look. Straight on the other queue. On the what? The 611. Right, so let's have a look on the way down. So I'm going to push back into the queue. As I did say before, I don't fancy it going back bullish. We do have a lot of reason for it to come down here now. Q gap, failed high, broke below the Q. But you never know. Let's have a little drop down. Let's have a look. Weakening. Break back down on the 15-second. Took the low of that as well. Just nice to keep an eye on. Okay. See if we can get back below that Q. And push back onto the one below. We can get a second traffic light to change. And a sell signal. Preferably down here. Just so I'm not taking it straight into an old Q. Wrong one. Still sticking around the queue. What do we think? You're all very quiet in the chat. And a break candle up. Oh, nearly. Is this the point for a push back down? Volume is so low. So this is break candle back up. I would expect we've taken the low of the previous hour and the low of the previous hour. Oh, did we take that? Yeah, we did. So we are in a little bit of limbo. Our 1 hour and our 4 hour are not aligned. We're bearish on the one. Oh no, we're bearish on the one. Bearish. Our alpha zones are not aligned, sorry. Is this the pullback? Let me just check. Is it there? Is it there? Be interesting to see whether this is if we drop down and just have a look. Big money's fractal. You will see these zones. We are breaking sellers though. We look down here. We on 2? Yeah, we are on 2. Broke, held, broke. Broke. So it's whether or not we're going to come back and test our the 1 hour, or is this our low and we're going to come back and put in our high. Very bullish. Looks like we are going to go back bullish. That is strong. Let's go. Demo, welcome. Because you're short on NQ. I fancied short on NQ as well, being honest. But it's going up, that's for sure. It's not even a flicker here. If it closes above, we're definitely going long. Oh no, I wasn't saying I'm going to take the short into the queue, Aaron. Just whether or not it gets above this 1 hour and 4 hour. If it does. Remember what I said before? There's the high. Guys, if you haven't already, give us a like on the stream. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. See if we're going to get a rejection out of our alpha zone here. So our traffic lights are still red and orange. So they, even in this push up, we haven't yet gone green. 15 seconds left of this minute. That is a big rejection. What we often see if we get a failed high, as they say, bears go out the window. We had it here. It's come up, failed to take that high, and then came down. But this high of the hour, failed to take that high. Are we going to get that push down again? Or is the Q going to hold? I'm probably going to be wrong, but I still stand by what I said in that I feel like it's bearish. Failed to take a high on this hour. Now failed to take a high on this hour. Took the low of the previous hour. And the hour before that. Let's get through that queue. Come on, Nasdaq. Now's the time. Boof. .30 seconds left on this minute. See if we can get below the Q zone. Okay, so new 5-minute candle about to open. We've now joined our traffic lights. We've got two red traffic lights now. We are starting to get things lined up for that bearishness that we predicted. See if we can take this low. Q is a tough zone to get through. It's fighting it. get a little push down after that sweep up, that would be nice. Marcos, how you doing, buddy? Howdy. Take care, Amrit. See you soon, buddy. If you haven't subscribed, guys, and you are watching, drop us a little subscribe. Helps us get out to more people. It's a nice push below the Q. This is what Aaron's waiting for. Aren't you, Aaron? Cheeky little push down. You're asking why I use Heiken-Ashi. Because I prefer them. It's just personal preference. It smooths things out. I find normal candles noisy. So that is my honest answer. We do have a Discord, but the Discord is only for premium members, mate, unfortunately. We do have a free big money indicator if you want to do that. And there is a Discord for the big money indicator, but because it's a free indicator, it's quite a quiet Discord. Our Max Algo premium stuff is there. I'm not here to pitch to you. You asked the question. You are more than welcome to have a little look at everything or not. There's the link. Yes, it's TradingView. So we've got a sell signal. Bear me a minute, I will answer your questions in a minute, guys. Right, see if it gets below here. Then I'm gonna have a go. That's what I'm looking for. Drop below this. That's what I want. I'm probably more of a scalper, if I'm being honest. I'm not sort of a super micro scalper. 10-second trades, that's not really what I'm after. Sort of a few minutes. But really, most of the trades are 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that kind of thing. I trade Max Algo. That's what we built. That's what we built it for. So, see if we can get below this Q zone now. Let's clear this up. See a drop below the Q zone into this and a plummet is what I'm looking for. So what we've got below in regards to, we've got our London low here, which you can come for. There's a big gap though, guys, so, and we have been super bullish throughout the night. We did have a big gap on the Q. So today I fancy it to some point try and get down here, and it has already started to push in that direction, so feels like a good chance of a bearish day for me. Do I wait for a break of structures confirmation, or no? I'll go with signals, mate. So I'm looking for a signal, but I'm looking for a number of other things. I want to be in line with my alpha zones. So this wouldn't be in line with my alpha zones. This would be above. Our alpha zones opened above. However, we have broke the low of the previous hour, so that would be a confluence for me. We need to get through this Q zone. It's one of our alpha zones. No, I won't be live at New York, Aaron. The afternoons are a nightmare for me at the minute, mate. That's why I'm going live in London. Mira, the Discord is, unfortunately, the Discord is only for people who've got Max Algo Premium indicators. So, if you do decide to purchase them, then the Discord comes with them. But it's not just an open free Discord, I'm afraid. Hang fire, guys. I'll be one moment. Somebody at my door. How are we doing? Take care, Aaron. Let's check out our big money zones. Push down here. It's quite sweeping at the minute. So it's struggling to get through yesterday's queue. We might get a little bounce around in here. That's why I was waiting for it to break this. Come on, Nasdaq. It's time to drop. Let's get you through this Q zone. It's fighting it. It is fighting it. I still fancy it to go down though. It's fighting this Q. I want it to drop before here. I ain't going in until it's dropped below that Q. I don't mind taking the sell signal, but I want to see it break this first. Have a little look at that. About 10 contracts. $10 micros at about $500. But this is why we're not mechanical, guys. It's either a no trade or we wait, and we are in the queue, so I'm happy to wait. If it takes the high of this sell signal before it takes the low, did it take the low? It's just tapped it. So it will be classed as a valid signal because it is just, oh my god, to the tick. Well, either way, if it takes that, I ain't going in. We're on NQ, Nasdaq, futures. Mark, I'm not buying. I am not buying. No. All my traffic lights are red. I'll buy, you sell. Or I'll sell, you buy. I can have a look at gold. Let's have a look at gold. So we're bearish on the 4 hour on gold. We're bearish on the hour. Oh, it's a nice gold sell signal. That is a nice signal on gold. We just broke the low of the previous hour. Yeah, good sell signal on. Great sell signal on gold. Red traffic lights just broke the low of the previous hour. The 1 hour alpha zone is bearish. The 4 hour alpha zone is bearish. We failed to break through London. Interesting. Elmas, you are welcome. And welcome, by the way. Guys, if you haven't already, do give us a like on the stream. It's appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. So we're going to tap back into this morning's queue. As you can see, we've not gone in yet for this exact reason. We hadn't managed to get below yesterday's queue, and it's just too important of a level. Let's move this for now. Little tap into the queue. Let's just stick on big money. Let's have a little look. Yeah. Pushing into our Q zone. So we got a rejection. Come on, tap in, now you can drop. There we go. So we're getting a break candle to the downside. Really want to see it come below 24,888. There's a tap in, push down. Let there be bulls. Let there be bears, sorry. Come on. So we stayed bearish on the traffic lights all this way up. I do like this rejection. We want to get a big push through. We don't really want to meander our way through it. We just want to get pump straight down. This candle should be the one. Would be nice. We've got new people in the chat. Health and food recipes motivation. You're right up my street. That's my kind of motivation. Welcome. So we're just waiting for a drop below the Q zone here. See if we can get it to close below. It's fighting in the same area though. That's what I said. It needs to push through. This is why we stayed out. I did sweep that, but to tap into the Q, which I'm fine with that. So we're stuck here at the minute. So we need some conviction to get through one way or another. We had a push back here. And the reason we got a push back is as we've opened our new 4 hour and come down, we haven't tested that 4 hour at all. As we come back, test that 4 hour, and now we come back down, back to the Q, back down. I'm expecting a breakthrough. Might be one little test and then go again. But it's not done yet. So how many of you are trading Nasdaq today? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're trading Nasdaq today, or a 2 if you're trading something else. Or you can just write. Thank you, Mira. Well, I'm wishing you a successful day. See, one of the reasons I want to short is because, if any of you know anything about the QQQ, a gap on the QQQ is very telling. And the Q... Oh no, didn't mean to do any of that. There we go. Let's put them back. And the Q... We get it here. You can see our QQQ close here, and then our Q open is up here. So we've got a big gap. You know what they say about gaps? They need filling. Right. See if this can get down now. Big push through. If you ever wanted to see an example of why the Q was important, you're looking at it. Tap, 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 tap back in, fighting it again. See if it can get a push down. So while it's doing that, let's have a quick look at the Q. See our gap? Let's turn off the alpha zones. It's being silly. Yeah, so you can see, closed here, opened here. So we've got all this gap here. The QQQ is commonly referred to as the real Nasdaq. It's definitely the real daily, is what I'd say is your daily zone. It just doesn't want to get below it, does it? What I'm expecting is, well, I get a big drop once it gets through. Might get a little tap in and then go, but if it gets through, I'm expecting it some bearishness. Needs to get through this. It just doesn't want to. Mira, well, we built it. So we've got a new hour. Hey, Ray. How you doing? Well, I took one I shouldn't have took before. I took a big money trade to the bullish side, which I definitely shouldn't have took, because I even sat here and said it was a failed high. So I shouldn't have took it. I was a bit of an idiot. But it wasn't a big loss. It was only a couple $100. And I'm waiting for it to get below this. I wanted this sell signal, but it was just, if it had been just a few points below here, I'd have took it. But the fact that it wasn't told me that it could reject, and that is exactly what we've got. It's bounced back into the other Q, it's come down, we tapped up again. Yes, Amrit, I am still live. Don't sound so disappointed. You trying DAX? Right, so the question is, failed. We're tapping back into the queue. It's a big wick. So new hour. So our new hour, we've got red traffic lights. Let's try and clean this up a bit. Our new hour has opened below. So here's our 1 hour alpha zone open. Wow. That's a big candle. So our new hour has opened bearish and gone very, very bullish straight away. Straight through the queue. Straight through. Well, it's tapping straight into our previous hour and our previous 4 hour, and it's gone straight through them. Wow. We got news. Feels like news. No, it's a weird one. It's just a quick return that. After all that. Right then. Well, we've taken the high of the previous hour. Closed above it. Oh no, we haven't closed above it yet. We have taken the high though. I have to admit, that is not what I expected. Although, as I said, you have to question so many rejections out of this queue. It just would not get below that hourly low. And nothing more bullish than a failed low. Could just be a big aggressive push up. Traffic lights are flickering red still. So to give some context, irrespective of these three whopping big bullish candles here, our 4-hour alpha zone. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry, my kids are full of cold. Sorry, I'm just seeing your comments. Any tips for a newbie? Practice. Don't spend money on challenges that you don't have. Practice on paper trading. Get yourself a process. Yeah, I have to admit, we've seen this last 2-3 weeks. Market has not been pretty. Current climate is not helping at all. What window do you normally watch? I have the 15 and 5 open. I do look at the 5. I look at a few, but I trade mainly on the 1. We're definitely having a push up. That is for sure. So we've just taken that high, that opening session. Where's it going? What's the draw on price? Is it this? 968.75. It's a big push up. We just sat in this area for the last 4 hours and it's just completely took it all straight back out. Bounced out this Q, straight through the other one, straight through our hourly alpha zone, or 1 hour alpha zone, or 4 hour alpha zone. Feels like it's hunting liquidity. You expect if it's going to go anywhere, come to here and then get a mess around again. That would be my gut. Wowza. Weird day. Obviously, as I said, we've taken our previous hour high. See, we'll mess around a little bit after that push up. It was quite a big impulse up. Traffic lights have gone green again. See if it wants to come and take this liquidity. Are you hungry? You have to say the price needs a reason to go somewhere. This would be a reason. Let's just jump on the 5. Let's have a little look back. It's not on the 5. What have I done? Where are we? Let's have a look. Yeah. So we've got 968 and 995. The ATR is a bit higher at 12. Maybe starting to get a little bit of that pre-New York movement. TAKE2, how are you doing, buddy? You well, mate? Are you winning? See if we can get a push up to this liquidity. That's where my expectation was. Now we've had our little internal pullbacks. It's playing games though, isn't it? It's not convincing. Where's the push? It's got to want this. It's got to want this. little bit of a push down first, see if it wants to still take it. It's a decent buy signal, it just unfortunately didn't line up with my traffic lights there. And after we'd been pushing on this, if you were going to take it, it's just a big stop. Not too far above our... I've gone the wrong way, that's why. Good. It's a big old stop. That's what we're looking for. I've got a couple on there. Raiden, these are max algo indicators, premium indicators. So it's the important levels, which tells me London high, previous hour low. Tells me London low, Asia low, where my Q gap is, Also tells me my liquidity levels, where price will be hunting for liquidity. I've got the Alpha Zones Pro on, which is these boxes, which is your 1 hour alpha zones. Let's turn this off, we don't need that, I've drawn that on. So you'll see 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. These are 1 hour alpha zones. If they open above, then it's a good chance we're bullish. 1 hour alpha zones, 4 hour alpha zones. We've got the Q zone, which is mapped to the QQQ ticker. And last but certainly not least, I have my signals indicator on, golden candle indicator, which is what I use with these other confluences to take trades. As you see, it's a good buy signal here. We didn't take the sell signal because straight into this Q zone. We don't trade into the Q because the Q is too important. But the alpha zones are very important. Let me just clean this up a little bit so you can see. You look here when the Q is opened. I'm going to push up from the Q. We had a new hourly alpha zone open. It's tapped back into our hourly on our 4 hour, bounced into the Q, held that Q, and then once it's tried and tried, bounced back into this Q and then ricocheted out of it. We've got that lovely move up. So the alpha zones indicator is based around candle probability, the structure of a candle. So this is your hour, but obviously on a 1 hour candle, it just looks like this. Let me just turn the drawings off 1 minute. One hour candle looks like this. Big wick at the top, mostly body. But the 1 hour alpha zone flows differently. We come down, come back up. So yeah, so the alpha zones are there to give you context for hourly probability. If you want to use it simply, you can just wait for it to, is the hourly alpha zone above? If it is, you can take buys, make sure your traffic lights are in line. That's pretty much how a lot of people tend to use it. But as I say, all the ones other than big money's free. You can get the big money indicator. That's free of charge. One of the ones I use, which you just mark in your highs and lows, and you look for, are you breaking? We're breaking sell zones here, so we're looking at bullish. Are we holding buyer zones? hold and buy a zone. If you can mark a high and a low, you can trade big money. As you'll see, low, high, holds it, holds it, holds it, bang. Let's mark up big money on this one. So there's a low, pulls in, comes back up. There's a big money zone. It ricochets out of there. And you get a buy signal. Whoosh. But if you do want to have a look, you're more than welcome. As I said, I'm not here to pitch. You can have a look at them all there. Link is in the comments. See if we're going to hold this big money zone. Doesn't look like we are. The good thing with big money is if they don't hold, don't trade them. We were looking for a clean rejection out of a big money zone. Otherwise, don't even contemplate it. There's also a load of videos, Ray, on our YouTube channel. You'll be able to see the channel we're on now. There's a load of videos on there on the kind of stuff we do. Okay, so we disrespected that. So let's just have a little look at is there more of a sweeping big money move? If I'm doing a sweeping move, I'm looking at ones, not twos. Twos is for the more finite moves. This is for the whole sweep up. There's our zone. We could tap into there and go if we do. Let's watch for this as well. Our traffic lights are still bullish. So if we do break this area, this will be interesting. Because as you'll notice, we mentioned before, our 1 hour alpha zone opened below. So we're below our 4 hour at the minute, even though the 4 hour opened above. But we are below our 4 hour. We're still above our 1 hour. But our 1 hour alpha zone did open below. So we are misaligned. So he's going to reject from the queue. See if we can get through our queue. Seems to be reasonably convincing right now. We should start to see our traffic lights change soon, if that's the case. Get a definitive close below the queue would be good. Crazy days with these markets at the minute. Risk low, be sensible. Okay, so we're getting below the queue. We're tapping back into our 1 hour alpha zone. I want to sell down here and I'll stay. You get a sell down here, I'll wait. I will wait. Okay, so let's get below our hourly and our queue. If we do get below, see, traffic lights are changing. I do not want to be running on the stop up here, so. Oh my God. Relentless. See, it has held this exact same level here. Still within our queue. It's not broke that low yet. Go on. Okay, we're getting down. So we can get some volume and a sell signal. Yes, we can. Have a look at this. Want to see it close below. When I take a trade, 90% of the time I use a stop order because I want volume to push through. Market name, I'm on Nasdaq. Right then, let's see. Traffic lights are not fully red yet. We've only got one. We have finally broke this queue though. Is this the start of the Q gap fill? So we've got our daily down here at 783. Let's fucking go. It's what we were waiting for, wasn't it? We were waiting for it to get below this, and it wouldn't. We made the right call. We stayed out of this. Waited for it to push up and break through. So what we got below? We've got our previous hour here. Previous 4 hour. That's a few hours ago, to be fair to it. But as I said, once it gets below, it might just plummet. And be conscious of the 4 hour. 828. There's that. 828, yeah. So our traffic lights have both gone red now. Where did I go? That Q on it. Yeah, I'm short right now. Anyone else in? Anyone taking any trades? See if we can get it down. Only real concern is sometimes you get it, once it pushes through so quite hard through a queue, it can sometimes come and try and test it again before it goes. But I'm just not. Current markets are just a bit crazy, aren't they, guys? So protect your profits. Don't risk more than you can afford. Might get that little bit of a pullback. Getting that push up. See if it's going to test the Q. Done with your evaluation account. Is that you passed? Mirror. Tell me that you passed. Go on, girl. Tell me that is you passed. Right, hang fire, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm gonna have to run the bathroom. 1 second. Stay with me. Oh, it's had a push up. See if it's going to test it like we said it might. I do too. I do too. Come on, don't play games with us. Ten seconds left on this candle. Inside bar. Not looking great. This is where we want to see the tap and go. So there's our tap into the queue. And we fought to get through this queue. So if we go above there then. Hi Caroline. How are you doing? Yes, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Come on, Nasdaq. See a slow and a reverse. It's just not liking us, is it? See if we can get a breakdown. Not me, personally. I'm not going to break down. Right, see if we can get some volume down. There's this market on here. It drives me insane being over the whole thing. So we've had our tap back into the queue, which, as I said, when it came down here, there's a chance it could do exactly this. What we definitely want to see now, though, is that push back down. So I don't mind it doing that because it was to be expected after such a sweeping move down. What we need is to see is this logo now. Away you go. New candle. Let's see. There's a push down. See if we can get a bit more volume on it. See what our volume bubbles look like on the golden candle indicator. See if we can start to get some red bearish volume again. I'm trading alpha zones. Dewald Mayer, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. The content, thanks for subscribing. Van Juan, thanks for subscribing. Lots here today. No, this is Nasdaq. This is NQ1, trading futures. Let's just turn off the volume bubbles, clean up the chart a little bit. Ooh, we're going to push back up. See if it's going to retest the Q. Yeah, futures. What do you mean the market isn't open yet? We're trading London. I'm in the UK. What time did I usually start my lives? About 9 o'clock-ish UK time, around that time. So that's what, 4 AM, New York. Tap back into our Q zone. Right, you've had your second tap. I'm going to get down. Double tap and drop. That's what we're looking for. Clearly don't know about futures. But that's okay. We're all learning. We're all learning. No judgment here. Only positivity. If you're here to be positive, then welcome. If you're not, go and watch ICT. How are we though? Rolly, you good? Daniel, you good? Dosky? You guys are new. I'm pleased to have you here. Listen, mate, I've been doing it 2.5 years, 3 years. I'm still learning. Every day. Every day. But hey ho. I love the learning. The key is not to risk too much. Now, if you take a loss, you take a loss. Just keep chugging away. Keep chugging it into the positive. So currently, I'm trading on the alpha zones here. Our 1 hour alpha zone are the grey boxes. You see if I zoom out for you. Grey, grey, grey. They represent our 1 hour zone. Bullish, 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 bullish. Dead. It's bearish. This big push up in this crazy ass market. And then pull down. We had a sell signal below. It's the reason we've gone in with this. But That is as well because we closed below our Q alpha zone. Very important zone. When's New York Open? New York Open is in about an hour and a half. An hour and 35 minutes. I will be gone by then. If I'm being honest with you, Ray, it's because I'm trading it across. If you clean this up, let me just clean this up. You want to keep it simple? Take a buy when the alpha zones are above, take a sell when the alpha zones are below, and just make sure your traffic lights are in line. It doesn't get much more simple than that. And if you're new and not profitable, that will make you 90% better. That's it. You will win more than you lose. Take a couple of wins, close your computer. Open it the next day. Make sure that your winning days are more than your losing days. But if you trade with this, alpha zone above, wait for a buy, get a buy signal, alpha zone above, buy signal, wait for it to close below, it open below, sell signal. It is pretty repeatable. You will get losses. Alpha zone opens above, you get a buy signal, win. Alpha zone opens above, you get a buy signal. Well, that one just didn't play out, but as you will see, more often than not, simple, repeatable. It is simple and boring. You tick off your boxes, take your trades or don't take your trades. That's why I built it that way. Zoo and I have spent a lot of time on the indicators, but the strategy itself, if you want to keep it simple, you can keep it really simple. I'm just talking through the bits that I know. Obviously, I'm including other things here with big money and things like that, but none of that is necessary. You want to just trade alpha zones and just look for where your 1 hour alpha zones are. If it's above and your traffic lights are in line, take a buy. So I'm not going to stay on a huge amount longer. Well, how to get those overlays? That's what I said. If you want to have a look, you don't need to buy anything, but you can have a look. There's the link. Have a scan. Honestly, Ray, I'm here most days. I've had a bit of time off this week because Zoo, my business partner and my best mate, who does all this with me, built all this with me, the two of us, partners in crime, as they say. He's just moved country this week, so we've had a bit of time moving him, getting him all his stuff ready. Yeah, I'm running this as a one-to-one. No, it's not a negative R on that, no. 1R. There you go, see? Why choose 1R? Well, a couple of reasons. I don't always choose 1R, but I'm live, so I'm trying to get to... Ooh, don't like the fact that it took that high. And I will often hold, but I'm just careful of where I'm looking for. I would like to go down to the daily, but right now, ain't looking good. Our 1 hour alpha zone opened below, which gave me confidence of a sell. We had a big massive push up, which is obviously a warning sign. And this may not play out anyway. We're tapped back into our 1 hour alpha zone here. Yeah, if it comes above here, I don't want to be in. Is my honest answer. My stop's just above the Q. So. Unfortunately, as I said, for the ones who jumped on my first live, I missed this. Because I had to go and get a bloody Ethernet cable because I've moved the office round. So, my own fault. I've ended up trading this part, which has been less than appealing, but hey ho. For those of you who join us regularly, you'll know that's not how it normally plays out. So here we go. Here is a new hour, 1 o'clock. See if we can get a tap and push down. If it goes above here anyway, then yeah, so what? We go again tomorrow. So to tap up on the new hour, I'm just gonna, let's zoom it in for a minute. Don't like being too zoomed in because it's hard for you all to see what's going on with context. Our new hourly alpha zone has opened directly next to this one, which is a concern. However, our traffic lights are still red. We are still below the main today's Q. Let's see if we can get a reaction out of here and a push down. Just because I said it, it's going to go up. How are we all anyway? If you haven't given us a like on the stream, give us a like on the stream, guys. We're here, what, 2.5 hours now? Just over, something like that. I think I've earned a like. And if you want to see more of this, subscribe to the channel. What I'd really like is for you all to be taking some winners as well. That makes me happy. People passing challenges. And like Johnny in the Discord this morning, posting his payouts, first payouts of the year. That makes me happy. People trading max algo indicators and making money. I need to add the subscribe button. You've got me. I don't know what you mean. Interesting. I'll have to check that. Maybe that's not helping. Are you already subscribed, Mira? Is that why? Maybe you've already pressed the button. Let's have a look. Right, so we've come under our 1 hour alpha zone. We need to stay under the 1 hour alpha zone. Back below that Q, please, Nasdaq. Sorry, Mira, I can't see it right now to be able to tell you. So hopefully this comes down, but this one may not play out. After we've had such a lovely Lovely run up. As soon as the alpha zone started closing above. Some nice winning trades. Don't like sideways alpha zones. Usually infers a little bit of chop. But our confidence was bearish. We have a Q gap below for our more advanced alpha zone traders. Q gap here as an area for confluence. So when you were asking before, who was it was asking before? Makos. If I don't add the bottom, people will not be able to subscribe. Well, I'm going to have to check that, because I didn't know I had to do that, Mira. EQ Tech, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. I will figure out, Mira. See if I can add it to permanently onto the bottom in my video. Let's ask my friend. So we're getting a bit of a push down under our 1 hour alpha zone, which is what we were hoping for. I appreciate the heads up, Mira. You're very helpful. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Mira. Appreciate that. I do my best. Right, so what we really want to see is we want to see it take this previous hour low. Scratch my face. See if this can help. Tap back into the 1 hour, which is fine. As long as we come back down. Come on. Wick up and then return down would be nice. That's what we'd kind of hope for on a new hour, but that's not what it's doing. Yes, you are right, Gummy. Welcome, buddy. Pre-market shenanigans. Yonatana, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have to say, I'm not liking this, guys. This is not what I was looking for. I was looking to be getting in and out. It's not my friend. We're tapping back into that 1 hour alpha zone. I wanted to tap and go like a stone. Not taking the high of that golden goddamn candle. Apologies. Islam, how we doing, my friend? Welcome. So if you are new, guys, we are trading alpha zones, max algo indicators. We've got our alpha zones, which are giving us guidance on what our hours are looking like. We've got our buy and sell indicator, which is golden candle, that I'm using to take entries, which is this sell signal here. But we've had this as gummy bear put, our pre-market shenanigans. No Islam, this is Nasdaq. We are trading futures NQ1, the 1 minute time frame. This is trading view. We had some lovely signals on gold before. It was beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, Nasdaq, that's the one. If it goes above this hour, I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's not liking this. Well, I reduced my risk massively on this one. We waited patiently. But it's not doing what we would like to see. If it fails to get above the hour, that'd be nice, but it doesn't. But right now we're sat right in our 1 hour alpha zone. If it's coming above here, then we're going to be out because then we're here. But low risk. We've had a beautiful morning of signals with max algo, so it is what it is. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to give us a like on the stream. I do appreciate it. It's been a reasonably fresh stream today. Pleased. Plenty of people come and talk to us. See if we can get a little push down below the hour. It's because I've said it. You ever feel like the market's listening to you and does the opposite? Like my kids. We did check news earlier, but let me just check. Oh, no, the orange folder. 17 minutes. And then FOMC this afternoon. Key thing we're waiting for is if it comes above R1, I'll zoom right in. 1 hour alpha zone. our opening candle. We've got a 1 hour alpha zone, and this is our wick down, the body of our candle. If it comes above here, takes this high, 15 minutes in, puts that high in, then our trade is probably done for. If it breaks back below here convincingly, then we've got a chance. How is everyone anyway? Where in the world are we watching from today? Go on, I'm intrigued. We've got a few hundred people in our Discord and some all different ends of the earth, which I love. Tulane, California. Wow. Beautiful. Big fan of your governor. Big fan. Not that I'll talk politics, but I am a big fan of your governor. That's as far as I'll go with it. Come on. I want to say a convincing close below the 1 hour. See if we can get that break golden candle down. Come on. 30 seconds left. Let's get that push down. Back up. So if we can get a push down now, this would be quite positive for a couple of reasons. Is it a break? It is a break. That is good. Come on. Nope, this is Nasdaq. How do we get a clean look with golden candle? Cheers, I turned everything off. I only have them, I'm just putting them on for the live. I know where I am. Okay, there's my alpha zone. That's it. Thanks, Ziad. How are you doing, buddy? Don't forget to give us a like on the stream. Islam, thanks for subscribing. Much appreciated. Welcome to the crew. So back below our Q zone, we've failed to take our 1 hour alpha zone, and we are now 19 minutes into the hour. This is more positive. All through this, our big money traffic lights have stayed red. Also positive. See if we can get a new low. Reloaded. Welcome. I'm bearish too. I'm looking for London low on here. I think the fact that it's held this Q is obviously a positive. The higher lows was a little concern. So really want to see these two go. I had to say it, didn't I? Yeah, I know the lows are holding. It's this fight with the Q though. My reason, Gummy, which you might not have been here for before, is this. This is what I'm looking at. My draw on price. It's just whether or not it would take all the way to New York to do it. The Q gap was a reason for me to, it was one of the confluences I was stacking for a short. Right, so we've taken that one. So that's a new low this hour. Well, ask and ye shall receive, Gummy Bear. Right, let's get a push down. Let's take this as well. Don't fuck around. And it takes the high. Yeah. So for those of you who are new and wondering why that sell signal is no longer there, sell signal will disappear if the high is taken before the low is taken on the entry candle. It's called invalidation. So what you want, Gummy, is you want this to close above like that, and then it's come back down so you can get another sell signal. Tap back into the queue. Oh, I don't like that. Failed to take that. I think you were right, Gummy. Come on, tap to the tick. Tap to the tick. That's exactly what we want to say. Just as I said, Gummy. Back up, back down, golden candle down, sell signal, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, drops like a stone. Come on. Agreed. I agreed. That's the whole reason why the invalidation's there. Longest stream I've done in ages. Up to 3 hours now. Come on. $1. It's not playing ball. Well, NQ is worse than Kia today. Not good then. Sorry is wrong. I don't know what you mean, Islam. Sorry, buddy. Okay, we're tapping back into that queue with some conviction. That's not what I want to see. It's going to be in our favour. We need a rejection. We don't want to be playing around here much longer, because then it's going to break through. Just doesn't want to go down, does it? Nope. It doesn't. I think we're going to go bullish. It takes the top of this alpha zone. That is correct. We're putting a new high. There we go. First and foremost, we don't take a buy signal straight into 1 hour alpha zone. Our traffic lights are still red. Sweep to that high. Interesting. If I say I'm going long, it'll drop. That's all it is. In fact, what I need is Zoo to put a long in. If Zoo puts a long in, it'll drop. Or if he is short, which I don't think he would be. I think he'd be out of this by now. He's more cautious than me. Yeah. Yeah. We're going up, brothers and sisters. This is failed, only just tapped it. Really thought it might go and fill that Q gap. There it goes. There's the tap into this current hour's Q, this current day's Q. Is it going to go through? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, que sera, sera. Well, we got done on that one. See, we're coming through the queue. Right, guys. I am going to love you and leave you. If any of you are interested in the strategy I trade, feel free to have a look. It's there in the comments. Appreciate every one of you coming on. I'll be back on tomorrow. Well, it's been a good solid 3 hours today, so enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, people.